So apparently, a dude been trying to get at this lady for about 10 years. And then when he finally gets the opportunity, he ghosts her. He disappears. And she's mad. We about to hear her side of the story and see what's good, alright?
Hey guys, so I'm about to have a vulnerable moment. I rarely do this. Don't make me regret it. Okay? I'm gonna let y'all in my business just a little bit.
Alright.
Okay, so let me tell y'all the story about how I will never give a nigga that's not in my league a chance ever again. So
first of all, what is her league? That needs to be broken down. What type of league you have, or what type of dudes is in your league?
you know how guys be like, listen, I swear, like, you ever give me a chance, I'm gonna really show you. I don't fall for those guys, right? I am I like what I like type person. If you didn't get me within the first 10 minutes of me talking to you, you probably ain't never gonna get me, right? So there was a gentleman that had been reaching out to me, when I tell you, for over 10 years. Over 10 years in my DMs, talking to himself most of the time. Within the past like 3 years, maybe, I might have given him my number through Instagram because I was having a vulnerable moment.
Alright, fellas, if you trying to get a female for 10 years, you must be that damn desperate. After the first couple times that you ain't responding, I'm gone. I ain't gonna keep wasting my damn time. But I guess this dude was very persistent. He was trying his best and you fell for it, for real.
And we've had conversations before. We've met in person. I just was not interested. Okay? It got to the point where he was so resilient, so persistent, that I was like, maybe I guess I'll try.
Okay.
So whatever, he ended up getting my number, and now he's talking to himself in my DMs and texting me every morning, sending me prayers every morning, a scripture. Okay, I love that. And if I went through a really, really emotional time last year, so like little stuff like that was really hitting home for me and, you know, touching my soft spot. So he got cool points for that from me.
So he was playing the game off top. He found that weakness and you fell for it. Damn.
For whatever reason, you know, I don't really know how my brain functions and why I was allowing certain things to go on, but I did, nonetheless. So here we are. I started being like, hey, if I'm in town, I'll hang out. He started being like, hey, I am going to send a flight for you. Come hang out with me. I want to show you that I want to marry you. And I used to respond like, hey, bro, every nigga says that, right?
Yeah.
Every nigga wants a piece of you until they get you and then they're gone. No, I'm going to marry you. You're my dream woman. So now I'm like, all right, it's cool. I could go to a wedding with him. I like going to weddings. I like being people's show pony because I enjoy things like that, right? So I start considering actually flying to go see him. And now I'm like on his page picking him apart, like, he'll send me videos like, hey, I went and got my teeth cleaned. I know how much you like when people get their teeth cleaned. I was like, okay, effort. He's like, well, and I smell real nice. You know, I like that type of stuff too. I'm like, you know what? He's so nice. Let me give him a chance. So I'm looking on his page, like looking at his teeth, looking how tall he is, looking at his body. And then I go, what's up with that hairline? And I look past it. That should have been my telltale sign. I'm looking at all his videos. It looks like he has like a freaking painted on hairline. And I still went against my better judgment. He got me. So even after all my...
Sometimes we can look past flaws and still like a person. So that's a good thing you giving him a chance after all the years he been trying in your DMs.
Investigative work, that hairline. He got me. This is how he got me. I went on that boat. When I went on that boat, I got real bored and really, I don't want to say lonely because that wasn't the word, but I was just like in need of some type of energy, right? So he's messaging me while I'm on there, and I was like, you know what? I fly back to Houston I get back to Houston when I get there. Pull up. You live very close to there. Pull up. He was like, oh, I got this, that, and the third on Sunday. I was like, well, don't blow your opportunity. And he was like, you know what? You're right. I'm going to take this opportunity. You're giving me a window of opportunity. I'm going to take it. Oh Lord. He's like, I'm going to drive down there on Saturday, stop drinking with you about 9 o'clock, and then drive back at 5 in the morning so I can make it back for X, Y, and Z on Sunday. I was like, hey baby, whatever you choose to do, that's your business. Thirsty, right?
You can't say he thirsty. I mean, you giving him that chance. Yeah, that would have been his fault and his stupidity if he didn't take that chance to get with you from all these damn years trying to. You can't be like that.
So make a long story short, when I got off that boat and got back to the house, he was in Houston waiting for me. And I was like, just pull up to my mom's house. Like, just come hang out. I didn't realize by the time he got there how tired I would be. So now he's at my house, my mom's house, and I am exhausted. I could barely keep up with the conversation. He's chipper. He's ready. You hear me? It's about 1:30, 2 o'clock, and I am pooped. All right. But he's still there, not leaving, not catching none of the vibes that I'm clearly not being myself. Make a long story short, I get up and go out. We go out. We go to eat, and then we go to drink with my cousins and my friends. There were so many signs in the night. So many signs that I should have just took my black ass home. But I chose to stay the night with him because I felt like, he drove all the way here. I could at least stay the night with him. That's the least I could do. Boy, at 36 years of age, still dumb as hell. Dumb.
I'm glad
so
you made that.
Stay the night. I wake up at like 8 in the morning. He's gone. I knew he would be gone. Let's also, when we got to the hotel room, obviously we showered. Baby, I'd never once seen this man without something on his head. You know that's a bad sign, right? Like you wouldn't put a do-rag on or whatever that was, his dreads. You wouldn't put that thing on your head to protect your hair. Cut it out. That hairline is on the struggle bus. I already know it is. Has to be. It can't. There's no other alternative. Anywho, I called him like when I woke up because I was hungover. And we had a little slight conversation. Then he was like, hey, I got to handle XYZ. Okay, go handle your business. I have not heard from that man since. He did exactly what I told him he would do. And I really hate that for him because he's dead to me. Dead.
So he ain't hit you back. He ghosted you. Maybe the box was trash. Maybe the experience that he thought he would have had wasn't it. Do he supposed to stay because he wasn't satisfied or happy? Because I guarantee if the roles were reversed, you would have did the same damn thing.
Dead, bitch. I called him a couple of times after that to like cuss him out, and he acted like he was just so busy with work. Busy with work and his child that he just couldn't fathom having this conversation right now, and that he would call me back. He called me back one time, but I was asleep, and I have yet to have the conversation with him. Baby, he has since gotten the "you are dead to me and you are a fucking loser" text message, which I have not heard back from. I also think I blocked him, so I won't be getting that correspondence back from him. But I say all that to say, to you nice guys out there that, you were hoping that one day I might give you a chance. I'm not interested in anybody. If you're not my type, I'm not even entertaining the thought of talking to you. He ruined it for all of you. Welcome. Thank you for joining my TED Talk. I am done embarrassing myself for the day.
So all it took for one person to mess it up, the next person might come through that might really genuinely like you, and you're going to miss that opportunity. Everybody's not perfect. Something must have happened that night, that experience that he didn't like. I mean, if he didn't enjoy himself, why you think he's going to keep conversating with you or trying to be with you or talking to you like he was before? Maybe that was his agenda, but trying to be persistent and trying to hit you up and everything, and you fell for it. Who's in the wrong? Is the guy in the wrong, or is she in the wrong? Look at a couple comments. Maybe he misinterpreted you being tired as being completely uninterested. Yeah, you can feel a vibe. If somebody, I understand you can feel that somebody's tired, but you can still show that you're interested in that person. Maybe you wasn't showing that you were still feeling him. You played with this man's ego for 10 years and you created this enemy. Yeah. Bro won. He played chess. Yes, he did. That's what I said. This means that the box wasn't good. If he wasn't satisfied, he didn't enjoy himself, why call back? He ain't want to hurt nobody's feelings. Hey, you keep talking about his hairline and all that. Maybe it was something, a flaw that he didn't like of you. And he just said, hey, I'm not going to deal with it, and disappeared. He didn't like something about you. It's something about you. You got to take accountability. Sometimes when you meet people in person, they are not who you thought they were, so he probably decided it wasn't for him. Which is true.
Now, I know I posted this video and I prefaced it with, don't piss me off. But of course, the comments are pissing me off. Now, this one, I can understand. Like, I appreciate this. And what I really can appreciate is everybody's perspective, right? Like, I've gotten a lot of insight. Maybe he did feed off of my energy. This was my initial thought. Like, he didn't like the energy that I was giving him because my mom was listening to our interaction and she was like, babes, every time he would say something to you, you would redirect it back to your niece. But I was like sleepy on top of like being hungover. So if you ever been hungover, you know that you can like have a scatterbrain, right? I felt very scatterbrained and I could not fully interact with the conversation. So maybe it was a force, but also like people are saying like he tried you for 10 years. Maybe he was just trying to humble you. That is a possibility. There's tons of possibilities that I can entertain. People saying, oh, he hit it and quit it. We didn't even have sex. Jesus Christ, holy. You know, like, tranquilo, it's not that big of a deal. Like, I really don't care enough. I just thought that was a really funny story to tell you.
So that makes it worse. So it was just something about you he wasn't feeling. So if he didn't even get the box out of all these years trying, and then his first experience spending time with you, and it wasn't pleasant, or he didn't even like dealing with you, to not even hit you back, it's something about you, straight up.
Tell you guys, and it did hurt my feelings to a certain extent because we've had so many conversations, and all I really wanted him to do was communicate that. Hey, if you didn't like me, Adrian, you know, the vibe wasn't really there or what I expected, so, you know, we can be cool, but X, Y, and Z. The way he ended it, I will never speak to him again, ever. Like, even if he tried to come back and apologize, it's really given he got back with his baby mama, but I digress, you know? All I'm saying is, chill out in the comments, because y'all are crazy. Insane, okay?
I understand you want closure, or you did want closure why this dude never hit you back. But damn, you was talking trash about him and everything. Talking about his hairline, him being like losers you don't really deal with. He really is not in your league. And you gave him that chance. And once he did spend time with you, it wasn't the experience that he wanted or what he needed. So he disappeared. And maybe he didn't want to hurt your feelings or piss you off. And hey, I just leave and don't hit you back. Simple as that. A lot of women do that to dudes constantly, every day. So I also came across her profile on IG, and she has one of those links, you know, that OF link. So maybe since he didn't get the clap cheeks, maybe he thought he would have got some and he didn't. Maybe that's the reason why he left. I don't know. Know what I'm saying? Maybe he might have been a fan and maybe one of your subscribers. And when he finally got to spend time with you, maybe you not that same person you do on OL or what. I don't know. But he disappeared. But I think it's because of you. That's just my opinion though. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know y'all thoughts on the video. Alright?